Hi guys, good morning. My name is Rohit Prakash. Today's the 12th of May, Tuesday. I hope you had a fantastic, calm, great, pleasant journey up until this morning right now. And today, as you know, as everybody knows, I've been going from the letters of the alphabet A through Z. Right now, I'm on letter U. And for each letter, I've been giving three categories under each letter with a positive word and how to use it in a meeting so that you can implement it into your life and use it and impart it in good ways and positive ways, and so that we can endure these trying times. And when we're stuck in this when we're stuck in this quarantine, we're able to just reach back, and that piece of real estate in our head that has these memories in it, we could use it and just implemented in our everyday lives. I have a My business partner is Andrew Schultz. We have a website called www.keepinspiring.me. www.keepinspiring.me, and that's open for everybody. It's a platform that we put up for free, and you can go there and look at biographies. You can look at quotes, famous quotes, inspirational quotes, motivational quotes, famous people quotes, famous authors and biographies and things like that of that nature. You can highlight it, copy and paste, and if you want, you can just put that piece of information on your website, or write it down, or carry it, and it should keep us all preoccupied and busy, or in a good mood, and in a good place, pleasantly. Now, today we're on the letter U, okay? And for you, we have unicorn, umbrella, and understanding. Okay, so the unicorn. When we're in a when we picture unicorn as something beautiful and majestic and impossible, right? So when we're in a place that can take us, me personally, I have not been spiritually or emotionally as good as I have before, but I am spiritually, and emotionally fit. Okay, just like an athlete. And when some guys some days they go into their game, they're ready to just kick butt, and some days they don't have the same mentality, but they're still gonna go in the game, right? Right now. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm doing right now. So, the unicorn is that frame of mind. Since we've already conditioned our mind with so much good energy, and so much things now that we do not take personal, and so many things now that we've been exposed to, and we now know what's really important to us, that the other things that we thought are immaterial. So the unicorn thought of being is that nothing is that one thing that you always go to, that you're like, I can't believe either this person exists, or I would love to have that dream house, or frame of mind, or car, or whatever it is to you, that either maybe you achieved in the past, or it just came to you, or it just happened to land in your lap, like or it's impossible. No one would see it. I mean, no one would believe it unless they saw it. That's the unicorn frame of mind, right? When you're in a bad mood, or you're in something like that, we use our creativity and imagination, and also a little bit of information that we saw, maybe on a podcast, maybe on Somewhat Wisdom, maybe on someone's website, or maybe from a talk show host that will that can help you out and get you through the day. And it's things like that that have, that unicorn effect, okay? And we want to imply that, or impart that in there, and create that kind of beauty, and that message. You want to massage your mind, okay, and things like that. Uh, the next U is umbrella. Umbrella is, if you're going through, it's to protect you from. Obviously, the obvious definition is to protect you from the rain, right? So our emotional and physical umbrella should hopefully We want to try to have it to weather turbulent times or weather the storms. And the way we do that is, and the way I do that, it may not seem like it, but by nature, I'm aggressive by nature, and I have my, things that irk me. But by nature, I'm funny. I have lots of comedic stuff inside of me. I may not show it or do it on here on Somewhat Wisdom because it's a platform for positivity and spirituality and to be a joy of inspiration and motivation and have your arsenal filled with good stuff. So it's not a comedy hour. However, there are things under your in the umbrella that protects you from the rain. And one of the major things that protect you from the rain under the umbrella is humor. Okay, humor, things of positivity. For me personally, I like watching dog videos uh and dogs doing funny things and stuff like that. Particularly for me, Boston Terriers and Pit Bulls that I like, but to each his own. And I also like big cats, tigers, lions, cheetahs, things like that. Anything to do with nature, predominantly. One of my favorites, if not the favorite, is the elephant. I love elephants. I guess it's probably because India. Fun fact: elephants with the big ears are from Africa. Elephants with small ears are from Asia. Just in case you didn't know that. Okay, let's get back here. So we have unicorn, umbrella, and understanding. And guys, if you have a piece of paper, um, I, I encourage you to please just jot one of these things down. And even if you're not going to plan on implementing it, just as a favor, just write one of these things down. And believe me, the universe will reward you. The universe will reward you. I know because it's happened to me. It may sting at first. Maybe something bad will happen to you at first. But then after, the universe comes with many blessings to you. Okay? So the last one is understanding. We want to come from a place that we don't, and this took me more than 20 or 30 years to understand, to not take things personal and understand things. It's like, if you're in a situation and you think you interpret it, you as a person, me as let's say Rohit Prakash, I interpret it as someone making fun of me, when in actuality they're not. That's them complimenting me because, the best form of flattery is imitation, right? You and if you're in a position of power, or you've been speaking, or you've been doing that, or I'm in the investment world with Andrew Schultz and private wealth management. Collectively, it's managed about $1 billion+, etc. Now, if you're in a place where you are in a position of power, you're gonna see a lot of things that you've said being recycled, or what other people have said being recycled, and you're gonna recycle them too. So, unless it's trademarked or something like that, and there's reason, there's really no reason to get upset about it, because all it is, it's all that energy and positivity and good vibes and all that stuff and all those quotes that you read and all those tutorials and podcasts and makeup videos and talk shows and the music and all that stuff and all the curriculum that you listen to. It all comes back to you coming from a place of understanding, right? People who hurt people. Okay? So if you're feeling your initial reaction and it's a negative reaction, more often than not, it's probably the incorrect response or reaction. So we might want to wait a bit until we go out on the scenes. We don't want to make a permanent decision based on a temporary response, right? You don't want to make you don't want to make a long-term loan. You don't want to take out a long-term loan based on your short-term assets, right? So we could apply that in understanding. And when you're understanding things, guys, and I have to, I haven't been doing it as much as I should. Meditation, when you meditate, initially it could be difficult. You start in 1 to 2 minute increments, and you could do your own thing and stuff like that. And then you can get into the proper way of doing it. You can look it up. There's a lot of people on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram that have their own platforms for meditation that know how to do it properly, and you can go through those. Or you can go through YouTube or Google and just press guided meditation, and it'll walk you step by step what to do and how to do it. If you want to keep a steady mantra in your mind, a mantra is like a little saying or prayer that you go by. I do the serenity prayer to myself, and I also say I'm grateful. And I say that twice after the serenity prayer in my mind. I don't wait for anything bad to happen. And I pray for other people, and I pray for myself too. It's important to include ourselves in there. Now, why am I credible? In case you're wondering, who's this kid speaking, or why is the guy talking and credible? I'm 2 years, 8 months sober, and approaching 2 years, 9 months. And I never thought when I was growing up, I got a scholarship to play soccer in high school. I wouldn't even drink soda in high school. And my goal was to become a professional soccer player. I played in the Olympic development program for about 6 or 7 years consecutively. Well, so we could talk about that later. But I never thought in a million years, never, that I would be an alcoholic or be addicted to anything negative at that. I was a 4-year letterman in high school, captain of the team. Played at a semi professional level soccer, but I ended up just partying my way out of that, and I still graduated with an undergrad, and then later on, after 10 or 12 years after my undergrad, I got my master's in finance, and I have spoken at events where people had to be qualified to come to the event, and that was when I was much younger. That was when I was like 23, 24. And I went through a lot of spiritual conditioning programs and therapists, and with all of that, I'm able to accept, I'm able to accept my addiction as a disease, but you can guide the disease, or you can fly the plane towards the disease into positive territory, right? And a lot of times, since as of recently or after everything happened to me, my go-to place was a negative space, or is a negative space. So before, it used to come very easily for me to go to my go-to place was a positive place, and that was good to an extent, because if I was positive to the most